All right, everyone, I got the summer clothes on. I got some new data, so let's do a little intro. Hello, everyone. Hope the last month went well. Summer's beginning, definitely here in South Florida. We're starting to feel the heat. But without further ado, let's kind of move on a little bit, dig into these numbers. First thing I want to get into is a little bit of a housekeeping item. Pre-construction sales get loaded into the MLS in bulk and kind of at odd times. So if you'll notice, the March of 2017 number, we show 186 sales. About 20 sales more than we were showing last month's data when I did the video for you guys. So just know that we had an additional 20 sales pop in. So if you watch month to month, that's why the variation showed up there. If we go ahead and look at the data ourselves for the for sale, new listings, sold, and pendings, biggest thing I want to keep kind of hammering on is, look, we have way too much for sale right now. It's just creating a lot of problems if you're a seller in the market. There's 1,408 listings for sale, April of 2016, 1,504 listings for sale, April of 2017. So we had a jump of 6.8%. Now that's not a problem if sales are keeping pace, but as most of you guys have been seeing, we're not exactly putting up stellar numbers year over year in the sale category. We dropped from 168 sales to 150 sales, drop off at 10.7%. So again, we still have lots for sale, too much for sale, I would say, and not enough closings going on so that we get more towards a balanced market or into any kind of a real seller's market. I got an email from a reader asking me to clarify a little bit about price points and if we're in buyers and sellers markets across different price points. And absolutely, look, everything's going to change by the price point that you're looking in. For example, I isolated out single family homes selling below $350,000. Last month, there were 12 sales. So of the 150 sales, that's 8%. In that segment, you're entrenched in the seller's market. There's 3.8 months of supply. So again, compare that to our overall market, and that's just the zip codes I cover, where it really looks like it's a buyer's market. Just kind of pay attention. Please always ask me if you're looking at a specific price point. Is it a buyer or seller's market? What kind of sales velocity do you have? Because it really is going to change as your price point changes. Let's take a look over at the per square foot pricing. Not a whole lot of news here. There was April of 2016 was $338 a square foot. April of 2017, $330 a square foot, so 2.4% drop off. Really nothing to get too worked up, excited about, or anything else. As you can see when you look across the graph, a pretty stable range that we tend to trade in the per square foot basis. If we roll over to median prices, kind of the same thing. You look, we're really comfortable between $350,000 and $400,000 as our median price point around here. And again, we showed that last month. Now there was a substantial jump, I get it. If you look year over year, from $355 to $399, 12.4% increase. Wouldn't put a whole lot of stock in that because, like I said, you really look and we bounce between $350,000 and $400,000. I think that'll continue. I think we're going to probably just bob around a little bit, level off. Again, median pricing, not something I'm going to put a whole lot of stock into. Something curious has been coming up here in the days on market, which if you're a seller, this is getting to be a real concern, right? How long it's taking to sell your property. Go back to how many listings we have right now on the market. And again, all going to matter by price point. However, you look at 121 days for the average sale. So you're up, what, 30 days? Or 30% over where it was in April of 2016. So again and again, I've been saying this, if you're a seller, get ready, you're going to be in for a little bit of a long haul. You're not going to sell overnight. Again, there are exceptions, not the rule, but for the most part, and depending on price point, get comfortable. It's going to take you probably 6 months by the time you sign that listing agreement to the time that you're fully closed and you're out of the property and you've got your check for the proceeds. So something once again to keep an eye on. Hopefully that number starts coming back down, give sellers a little bit of relief there. Months of inventory, here we go again and again. Refresher for those who are new or don't know, 6 months is what we consider a balanced market, favoring neither buyers nor sellers. Less than 6 months of supply, it's going to favor sellers. More than 6 months of supply is going to favor buyers. We bounced up from 8.2 months last month to 10 months of supply this month. Year over year from 8.4 to 10, it's a 19.1% change. Something I focus on a lot is months of inventory. It really tells you where the market is. I'll give you a very quick snapshot of if we're in buyers or sellers market. So for the most part, in the area of Lauderdale that I cover, downtown and the beaches, we're still favoring buyers. So if you're looking to buy a property, let's go. Now's the time. If you're a seller, again and again, price aggressively. Property's got to be in good condition. If you're thinking of listing, give me a call. Let's talk about it. Everyone have a great weekend, whatever day I get this video out, and we'll see you next month. Take care.